Much like many of the other fights for Dana White's Contender Series Week 6, they are far better than the matchups that we were given on week number 5. Now, it's not that the fights weren't fun. It's that week number 5 was just filled with a bunch of prospects that shouldn't have been here. Week number 6, we've got a lot of great prospects. This fight is exactly that. We have Hecher Sosa taking on Maxon Lee. Now, this is a 135-pound matchup between two guys who absolutely belong here. Both of these guys can do something in the UFC at this current level based on what I've seen from the tape that I've been watching. Maxon Lee is 9-0. He's 5-0 in the last 5 fights. That's how undefeated prospects work. He's taking on Hecher Sosa, who is 13-1. Only one loss on the career with 14 pro fights, 5-0 in his last 5 fights. These guys are absolutely both ready for this opportunity. Now, it's just where are they going to end up after this fight? I think this is going to be a super fun barn burner from start to finish. When we start this thing off, we're going to start with the Maxon Lee side. Now, for Lee, dude's a good striker, and he's super tall. What is he, like 6'2" or something like that? Now, that might not actually be accurate because we get a lot of these guys when they come onto the Contender Series, their heights are not exactly as listed. But this dude definitely is taller than the opponents he's been fighting. He's like 6'2". He uses his range well. He's got a solid kick arsenal, and he can kick to all levels. It just helps when you're that tall to be able to kick guys in the head when they're a lot shorter than you. Makes sense, right? I mean, so obviously you can reach their legs, their body, their head. It's there. So that's great. Dynamic attack. Very long jab. He spins a lot. He does have one heck of a nasty spin and heel kick that he lands on people's heads. And like you think, you're like, oh, yeah, but that's low percentage. He just lands it though. Like it's quick, it lands heavy. So could he land that here? Absolutely. But yeah, it's not a super high percentage move in general. So typically I don't favor guys that are throwing a lot of like spinning attacks. But it's not always bad. So big risk, big reward type of thing. He's a good grappler too. So that's nice. He's got good front chokes. He's got them choking arms, right? Those long, slender arms. He's 135 pounds when he fights, or at weigh-ins anyway, and he's 6'2". Yeah, he's got long, skinny arms. Those are going to slip right under that chin real easy. Put somebody out with a nice little choke there. Uses his length super well on the mat, not just for chokes, but other options as well. Wrapping guys up, control, things like that. You shoot a takedown on him, he can reach an arm all the way around your back and get underneath your leg to pull you out from that takedown. It's wild. Ground and pound elbows. Dude's got pointy elbows. Dude's thin arms. It's a thing. These are the long lankiness that a guy has. There's a lot of benefits to it. There are some disadvantages, but there's a lot of benefits. Those elbows are another one. Lands elbows at a high clip. There you go. On the other side, for Hecher Sosa, he's not short by any means, like 5'8", 5'9", 5'7", somewhere in that range. Depends on where you look. But yeah, so he's kind of tall-ish for the 135-pound division, right? Where he should be anyway. Good striking, right? Good movement. His knees and flying knees. He likes to start the fight off with a flying knee. He'll just come right in and just launch that sucker in there. Or that's how he'll use to close distance a lot of the time. Some guys he lands it and that fight's over. Okay. But a lot of times it's used to close distance, get into boxing range, and that's where his boxing combinations come in. Dude's got nasty boxing combinations, pretty good power. It's not like one shot will put you into another dimension type of power, but you feel every single punch that you're going to get hit with, and it's not going to feel great. So dude's got power to him. He works the body really well, and I think that's going to be something he's going to need to do here because chasing the head of a big, tall guy like Lee, that's tough, right? And even if you do land it, sure, those big, tall guys, a lot of times their chin's open. The body work is right there in front of you. I mean, it's not like he's going to be like way up there, but you know what I mean? But go into the body, like you've got that opening right there, and they have a harder time defending it for the most part. So that's going to be good for him. He does have pretty good takedown defense, really good sprawl. One thing that I think is a red flag, but also a green flag, is that I've seen him fight out of a lot of guillotines just watching the tape. And so why is that a green and a red flag? Well, the green flag is we've seen him fight out of the guillotine. So we know that if somebody goes for one, he does know how to get out. That's right. Red flag is he finds himself in a lot of guillotines because a lot of times you can just avoid even getting to that position, right? It's like they always say, you're at jiu-jitsu class and you ask your coach how to defend a triangle or whatever, or how to defend a guillotine, for example. And they say, well, just don't get in there in the first place is the best defense. And you go, yeah, that's not what I'm asking you. But they're right. They're correct when they say that. But at the same time, that's not what you were looking for. But they're right. So I get it. But yeah, so he does end up in a lot of those. when you got a guy like Lee with these super lanky arms, it's really tough to defend those. So it's something to take into account. We don't see him grapple a ton for Sosa, like especially offensively. He wants to knock you out. So there's that. I think it's a super competitive fight, and it's going to depend on the range. Now, if it stays at kicking range, Lee's got this one all day, because at kicking range, Sosa's not going to be able to get inside and land his shots. He's not going to be able to land the shots that he needs to land. Sure, he's got a good leg kicks, things like that. I didn't write that up there, but he does have a good leg kick. It's not going to be enough. But if he's able to get into boxing range, and Lee's not able to use these dynamic kicks at range that he likes to use, he's going to have to change his game quite a bit. And sure, he's got some other options he can do, but I think inside and boxing range, that's going to big time favor Sosa. Ultimately, I've gone back and forth on this one. I think I'm going to side with the guy who is coming in here with the natural advantage of the range, because I do think he's going to be able to keep his range, land his kicks, and when Sosa comes in to try his boxing, I think what Lee's going to try to do is fold over the top of him and threaten those front chokes. That's what I see him trying to do every time they get into that dirty boxing style of range. So I'm going to take Maxon Lee to get this one done. This is not a confident prediction. This is a close fight. Both of these guys absolutely deserve to be here. Really, really good fight, really fun fight. But let me know what you guys think. And before you take off, like this video. And if you haven't already, make sure you check out the rest of the videos on this Dana White's Contender Series playlist. There should be all 5 of them. They should have popped up on screen by now. And I will see you in one of those videos.